In this video, we're going to introduce the main theme or motif with a piano part in the intro. The key in this style is building up repetition. By repeating the melody or theme, you'll get that melody stuck in the listener's head, and you can reintroduce it later, and the listener will be like, hey, yeah, I remember that part. So what I want to show you here is how you can suggest the theme in the intro, and then when it hits here, it comes out in full force. I'm just using a standard piano patch, and then I'm going to layer it with some other elements to build it up. Now, I want to hint at the theme with this piano. So what I can do is take the melody from my piano sketches and copy it here. And I just want to tweak it slightly. When I go into the piano editor, I have these notes over here. That's great. That works pretty well. And then the next part is this. I don't want that note to go over here. I just want it to leave it hanging somewhere before it kicks into this main section. So maybe something like this. Just leaving that tension over there. And then I can just remove the remainder of these notes. I don't need them. So let's see where that part needs to begin. I think that's right. Let's just take a listen. Yeah, that's working pretty well. But that piano doesn't really sound so special by itself. To give it a bit more life, let's add some reverb onto it. And I've set up 2 reverbs on my side. I've got a short reverb and then a long reverb. And I can send bits of these reverb onto this track to just give it some more room and space. For the short reverb, I've used an algorithmic hall patch with a short reverb time of about 1.5 seconds. Then on the longer reverb, I've used an impulse response reverb with a much longer time of 2.3 seconds, and this is also a hall impulse response patch. So by combining a short and long reverb together on the side, you just increase that space that it has and just give it a bit more life. Now take a listen to this piano by itself with the reverb. And now with that pad. It's working pretty well. Now I want to take this piano part, maybe just cut the rest off here, don't need that, and copy this down to this other track over here that has this more ambient spacey patch. On it, I've got an instance of Omnisphere, and it's just using this patch over here, ambient space piano. And Omnisphere has these great, airy, thick reverb piano patches. As you can hear, that note plays out and just rings out, which is just really awesome. You could probably get the same thing by using another piano patch and inserting a long reverb onto it, but let's just use this patch and see where it goes. So that is using the same MIDI part as the piano track above, and this is what it sounds like with this now. And it's still ringing out. It's really a long reverb on that patch. And just to make it a bit more interesting, I've got another instance of that same ambient space piano patch of Omnisphere. I just want to play in some random notes over that just to give some extra interest to this intro section with the pianos and pad. So I'm just going to lay down the notes of the chord C minor and just add some sporadic changes to it for some interest. So let me select that track. Let's try this out. That's working great. Just giving little interest to the ear there with just some random notes that I played on the piano patch. Take one more listen. That's sounding great. See how it's just introducing a mood, plus introducing the idea of the melody, and then it kicks into this part over here where the brass is playing out that melody. Next, to add some extra rhythm or pace into the piece, let's look at adding some pulsing instruments.